Evening, everyone. Hope you had a great weekend and great close of the month in profit, hopefully. And if you didn't close in profit, hopefully you are learning from the mistakes, why you didn't, and why supposed to do these mistakes. Focus on the process. Uh, Not all traders can close a monthly in positive. Doesn't mean that their strategy is wrong. It's just the odds towards the probability that they took towards their trades is didn't play in their favor. They will just go back to the trades, assess them, see if they did some kind of a mistake, and find out what's that mistake, because now they have the data to analyze their mistakes and try to see where they're repeating some kind of a mistake for them to work on, right? Doesn't mean that the approach or the setup or the strategy that they use is wrong, as long as they have a strategy. A lot of beginners or traders, they trade the move, they trade the next, what they anticipate or what their analysis is. That's not the job of a trader. The trader should not see the anticipation of the move or something is coming or whatever. They should trade a setup. They shouldn't be attached to a chart. They see a certain setup that they're familiar with. That's the mistake what happens outside there, that nobody focuses on a certain setup, and they train and they become consistently finding that setup and trading that only one setup. Do you need more than one setup? No, you don't need more than one setup. If you are consistently finding that setup, and on the long run that setup is a win-win, stick to it, improve it, adjust it to the certain pair that you are trading. And you don't need to trade 10 pairs and 20 pairs and the whole market. Like, figure out something on your time, on your on your lifestyle. Okay, the pair that moves on the time that you can look at the chart. Okay, and set that setup on the higher time frame and wait for the price to come. Do you need to trade every move? No. Do you need to trade every time frame? Hell no, man. For what? Focus on a certain setup, on a certain pair, okay, and improve it. Improve the odds of you being in the right direction of the market, instead of getting your stop loss hit. And a lot of traders don't use stop loss. That's the mistake, right? Use a stop loss. Why is it important for you to use a stop loss? Okay, very basic. It has to do with the risk management. Okay, like, if your setup does not play, you're risking 1% or whatever it is. And if your setup plays out, you're making 2-3%. In the long run, those 2-3% that you're making in wins are gonna be your positive, positive in your balance sheet, right? At the end of the month or the quarter, the year, whatever. How it depends how you approach it, like any other business. That's why you need to stop, for you to identify the risk that you are going to take. Hopefully that was helpful. It explains a way how you need to approach the charts, how you need to look at the charts, right? I don't know. Anyway, as a trader, not as an investor. Investors, it's approach in a different way, in a different perspective. So know what kind of approach you need. As a trader, you need to identify your risk, you need to identify setup, and you need to trade that. That's basically what we teach in our Discord. Everyone is welcome to join, and we have a paid section and unpaid sec. Anyone who's willing to give it a shot. 2 weeks ago we finished the course. Am I planning to give another course? Not at the time being. I will give it maybe before the end of the year. If anyone is interested, hit me up. We'll arrange something out. And yeah, every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I don't need to repeat that, we do our live sessions. And now I'm more settled in my new location. We will do London and New York, identifying setups, post what I will be trading. Basically, you're gonna see me trading UCAD. That's the only pair I trade, or BTC if there is any setup that I took. Today I took this setup thanks to Tommy. He posted it. One of the guys in the chat. It is a setup that we teach in our course. Let me explain it to you a bit. So basically we look for liquidities and grab of liquidities, and if you go higher time frame, you can see accumulation in this area of people, whoever is short. Now most traders were looking for shorts for continuation. I basically was looking to grab liquidity down here, but we did not get that grab for the low. I will comment on that. Okay, so we did not have that. If you follow me, I do not look for any kind of reversal. I always look for continuation. You will never see me saying, okay, watch this area for a massive and buy. No, you'll never see me doing on the contrary. We had this. I'm looking for buys. The more buy setup it gives me, the more I'm gonna push it. The more I'm gonna take it. I do not tell the price what it needs to. I follow up with the price. I let the move start and I follow. Try not to complicate stuff. There is liquidity in the market. There's the mass. Wherever you see the mass is going, go opposite whatever they are doing. That's number one indicator you can use. So basically, I targeted. That was my profit. I traded this move, and that was my profit. Would price continue? Yes, maybe. Will it give me a buy setup? If it gives me a buy setup, I will take it. If it gives me a sell setup, I will not take it at the time being until it breaks some kind of a structure. That's simple how I follow, how I trade, how the guys in our Discord trade. You will never see me saying, okay, we're looking for this. No, I will let price break. Then I will assess on higher time frames. Then we will decide if price gonna start. If we're not certain still, we leave it alone. Let it move. And then grab in the middle and go. You have to look at the price that there's no top and there's no bottom. And you tag along and you move. You take your profit and you repeat that, and you repeat that, and you repeat that. MJ. Exactly. Kimo. MJ. So if you figured out that you are an investor, okay, and you tried trading and it did not work out for you, okay, focus on improving your investment portfolio instead of trying to go lower time frames and try to grab those moves, because investment is totally different approach from trading. Is there a potential? Let me show you how just basic difference. Okay, like I traded this move, right? This was my setup. That's basically what I traded. Now, if you look at the monthly, I shared this with the group. This has a potential continuing the move, similar to this. All the way up. Does it mean I should hold? As an investor, you should be holding. As a trader, you target your profit, you take profit, you move out, you wait for the second setup to form. So when you try to mix both together, okay, if you don't know what you're doing, if you're not consistent on both of them, okay, you're gonna be wrecked. Your mind will not be capable of differentiating when you need to take profit, or if you take a hit 1, 2, or 3 times, okay, you will not be able to know how to get out of that situation and reassess your approach towards the market and continue taking the same setup, because you're looking for this, but you got hit the first time, second time, and third time. Okay, so you're gonna keep on like revenging and taking and holding a trade for the long term. Yes, on the long run, as an investor, this might go up, but for the time being, we're having something like this. So you're gonna keep on holding and holding and holding and holding and holding and holding, and at the end of the road, you're gonna be devastated, right? So it's good that you know that in trading, you're not good at it. Why don't you improve your investment approach? Let me put it in this way. Hopefully that was helpful a bit. Hit me up in Discord, man. What's more? Okay, so let's hit our charts for the upcoming week. Thank you all for joining. Let me put this one. Okay, for the indices, we are below this area. Okay, Whoever was short, hopefully you paid yourself. Hopefully you made some good money in the short. Are we looking for something like this? It's not yet confirmed as of yet, but it has a probability of doing that for the time being. But what I see from this chart, okay, we're still underneath this. This can be just a retest for the beginning of the month, the quarter, okay, and continuation of the down move. Should we be looking for ourselves? It depends what kind of a trader you are. Day trader, swing trader, scalper, totally different, right? But for this time frame, I would be interested for more sells unless we break this area. If this is broken and we stayed above it, I'll be targeting these highs. We will wait till Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah. Yeah, party over in this. Chemo, not a lot of new traders understand what I gained, because there's not that education outside there explaining this. All you see in the social media, trading this and flipping, I don't know, 10k to 100k in 10 days, and that's not the reality of it. You have to approach in the long term as any other business, or you will not last. Anyways, so for the indices, I'll wait for this to break for me to start looking for buy setup. For the time being, I'm still looking for, I said, I do not show the market what it needs to do, or let the market show me what it needs. Let's see. We were trading between some guys that trade this one, and that was the trades. Up and a down, and these ones started from here, then we looked for an up move, retesting these areas, taking out these highs. Now we're breaking. What's next for the FTSE? Same thing. We will be looking for something like this and continuation of the down move. Let's see which side it will break, right? We're still in the middle between these two candles. Is it gonna break the top? I don't know. Is it gonna break the bottom? I don't know, but I see some liquid. Is it gonna give a correction on lower time frames and a drop? Yeah, why not? As long as we are staying below this one right here. That's sell setup. DXY. DXY looking for continuation of the up move, unless we see a break of structure. But for the time being, I'm looking for this. I will see some reaction around these areas, and then continuation of the up. Unless if there's a break of structure, then by Wednesday we should review. Tuesday, Wednesday, and we'll trade with direction. But for the time being, whatever data we have, this is a buy setup. Euro USD, same concept, but the inverse of the DXY. Looking for a retest and continuation of the down. Same thing, unless we have a break. Whatever data we have at the time being from this time frame, looking for a pound, looking for a retest for this area and continuation of the. We are in this wave. Weekly, yes it did. Most of them I will go over it. Most of the pairs that weekly, euro, pound, Aussie, gold, silver, all of them they grabbed. It's the beginning of the quarter, so let's see which structure are they're gonna form. But yes, targets have been hit, and liquidity on higher time frames has been capped. Are we gonna have a continuation the upcoming quarter? Let's see. I try not to predict that, as you all. I'll just read whatever I see in the market for the time being. Pound, yes, potentially. That's why I started gave a point of view on BTC. There is a potential of a rally, exactly. Pound, looking for a retest of this and a sell. Maybe that sell can play something like this, right? How many times you've seen something like this? %, sir. 100%. Always go with the market. Not against the market. Go against the market. Our probability setup was off. There's the stop loss, right? Do not enter a trade without a stop loss. And if you cannot accept the stop and you lowered your size, your position sizing, and you still cannot accept the loss, then unfortunately trading is not for you. Accept that and move on. UCAD, we were looking for a pullback on UCAD and a continuation of the down move. Are we having that? Yes. Am I looking for something like this? Grab of liquidity down here? Certainly. I'm looking for a continuation towards areas and potentially something like this. Let's see how it's gonna play out. If it closes underneath here and stays here, then we'll keep on looking for our sells. Yeah, the thing is, chemo is many traders, they get their stop loss hit because they look at it as, because the market is designed to induce stop losses, right? If you approach the market as identifying where these stop losses are, then your whole approach to, so instead of being the liquidity for the market, benefit from these stop losses. The stop loss is a must. It's a liquidity for the market. I'm not gonna explain the course right now. Exactly. So for our setup, if a stop loss is hit, that's a joy because you found out the next setup where it's gonna play, on which direction this setup is gonna play. So that indicates which of direction of the market. And to that extreme, you would play your stop loss to be okay. I want many times, like I'm in a trade, I want my stop loss to get hit, because after that stop loss gets hit, you're gonna have so much trades in this in the direction of your stop that got hit for the next week or whatever it is. You have to learn from these are the stop loss. You take it as an approach towards the market, so that you can improve setups. If you're interested in this stuff, more than welcome to. Trying to UCAD, looking for shorts towards these down here, closing below here, closing below this area, okay, with grabbing liquidity. Certain, I would love to see something like that, and comes back inside. Then I will take, I will not grab something. You will never see me catching or telling anyone in my Discord, grab this. That's gambling, guys. Yes, a lot of traders might, whatever. That's not my style. That's not the consistency I'm looking at. I'm looking for something consistent. I'm looking for something that repeats constantly in the market, constantly, over and over, on daily, on every session, on every day, on every week, on every month. Time frame, repeating the same thing over and over. When you see it, you would know exactly what I'm talking about. It repeats itself over and over. You want something like that approach, not catching the top up here. Why catch the top up here? This can continue heading up. Why don't you catch this and your stop loss above here? Catch this and you determined your loss. You take it. Where's the next liquidity? Anyways, is it still cutting? It's still cutting. I know, and I know. Last Friday when I installed my setup. Oh, by the way, I have a new finally. Put it in. On the OBS settings, I played with something, and apparently my voice on cutting and cutting. Let me know if it cuts on the rest. Hopefully not. Anyways, let me continue. I've been talking a lot. We're looking at the retest of this and continuation of the down move, unless break of structure. I mean break of structure, break above this, then more to come to the upside. Then we move out to AU. I'm looking for liquidity grab above here, and then continuation of the down move. Should we sell from the top? No, let the move start. Sell it. Hey, why is it doing that? I don't know. Anyways, so I'm gonna try to keep on talking and I will not stop. So, so apologies for that. It's not a horrible. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. I lowered the thing. I think I played with something gain in the gain. Anyways, so I will fix that out. I'll do a test with you guys today. Silver, there is, as we spoke about it, there was a liquidity grab on higher time frame around the 21 area, and we're looking for a grab of this liquidity up here before any better directional move. But this would be a buy setup around here, targeting these areas of that's 1 2 gold, same concept, for looking for something like this and continuation of the up move in these areas. More up to come, so start looking for your buys. Do not catch bottoms and tops unless if you have some kind of an ability to future or you love gambling. Oil, we said we are in an uptrend, so look for your buy setups, and this is a buy setup, a retest of it and continuation of the up move. UJ, looking for a retest of this area. There is a potential that this can play out, then drops, grabs the liquidity, and then continues back up. Okay, so there is a potential this setup playing out, but if it continues dropping, watch this area for a continuation of the up. So two setups in this on this time frame that might play out, so try to benefit from whoever trades you. JJ, it's a mess. Like I'm looking for, I forgot to mark this, I think on the weekly, this one around here was a retest. I'm looking for a retest of this and then drop towards these areas. BTC, as I said, there is a high potential of continuation of the up move. I gave an outlook of it on the monthly at the beginning of this recording. So there is a high potential that we are continuing the run to the upside. So I would be looking for buy setups. We were looking for sell setups. We traded all of this. So let's look now for our buy setups. That was a buy setup around here. Let's see how it's gonna play out. Same thing for the rest. Looking for more buys. XRP, same thing. Here, I look at on the weekly. There's still 4 hours for this candle to close. Let it close, and on the retest of it, there is a buy setup that might play out towards these liquidities that are up here, retesting a weekly candle. So for the upcoming week, looking for more upside. I'm looking more for the indices too, but let's see how they're gonna play out. They did not confirm, they did not break structure. So by hopefully looking around Tuesday, Wednesday, for more clarity towards the go on for I'm trying, man, but it doesn't show it's cutting. Usually on Friday it was the what you call it, the percentage, it was going up and down. Now it's constantly in the yellow red, yellow red, yellow red. So let's see how it's gonna play out. Hopefully it's not disaster. If not, I will do a retest. I will watch it again and I will do a retest. Apologies if it was like that, and there's nothing I can do about it. Dan, Mr. Dan, how you doing, my friend? What if already long on everything? Well, good for you, my friend. Good for you. Why not? Long the whole market, Danny. Of course he knows he needs to pay him. Pay yourself and keep on adding. You pay yourself and keep on adding. 100% cats in and the kids, don't worry about that. Don't forget about that. It's good to be back. More comfortable. More than welcome, more than welcome. Then you can direct in. Talk about. Sure. I'm open to everything and new concepts. Alright, boys and girls, trade safe and learn from your stop losses, guys. Do not enter a trade without your stop loss. Identify your risk before entering a trade. It's different from investment. Trading is different from investing. Some people might agree with me and some people might not. Anyways, thank you, Michael. Thank you. Hopefully, you want me to look at natural gas, man? You asked me last time. Should be in a buy, correct? Where is it? Okay. I think you made me look at the monthly, right? How, Michael, I'll be looking at something like this. I think I mentioned that last week or the week before. So go lower time frame, identify this, and look for something repeating the same thing. If you bought around these areas, I don't suggest you hold that. Take profit move to break even, because I really see this playing out like that. You're welcome, sir. Welcome. So thank you all for joining. Don't forget to press that like. Don't forget to press that like and trade safe. Have a beautiful week.